In Nigeria, there lived a young woman named Amara. Amara was known throughout the village, but not for reasons she would have liked. People said she was too fat, she smelled bad, and that she drank too much palm wine. Because of this, no man wanted to marry her. Amara's parents were worried. They loved their daughter very much, but they didn't know how to help her. Amara's father, Chief Okonkwo, was a respected elder in the village. He often called family meetings to discuss important issues. One evening, as the sun was setting and the sky was painted in hues of orange and pink, Chief Okonkwo called for a meeting. He sat on his favourite wooden chair under the big mango tree, and soon his wife, Mama Nkechi, and their 3 other children gathered around. "Amara," Chief Okonkwo began, "you are a grown woman now, and we are concerned about your future. We want to help you find happiness and a good husband." Amara looked down at her feet. She knew what her father was going to say next. "We think it's time you change some of your habits," he continued gently. "Try to eat less, bathe more often, and stop drinking palm wine." Tears filled Amara's eyes. She knew her parents meant well, but it hurt to hear these words. She nodded silently and promised to try. The next day, Amara decided to take a walk to clear her mind. She wandered into the nearby forest, where the trees were tall and the birds sang beautiful songs. As she walked, she stumbled upon an old woman sitting by a stream washing vegetables. "Hello," Amara said softly. The old woman looked up and smiled warmly. "Hello, my dear. What brings you here?" she asked. Amara sighed. "I'm just trying to think about my life. Everyone says I'm too fat, I smell bad, and I drink too much. They say no man will ever want to marry me." The old woman nodded thoughtfully. "My name is Mama Ifeoma," she said, "and you must be Amara, Chief Okonkwo's daughter." Amara was surprised. "How do you know?" Mama Ifeoma chuckled. "This village is small and word travels fast, but I think you are a beautiful girl with a kind heart. Don't let what others say bring you down." Amara smiled for the first time that day. "Thank you, Mama Ifeoma. Your words mean a lot to me." Mama Ifeoma had an idea. "Why don't you come visit me every day? We can talk and I can teach you how to cook healthy meals. Together, we can make a plan to help you feel better." Amara agreed. She felt hopeful for the first time in a long while. Every day after that, she visited Mama Ifeoma. They cooked delicious meals with fresh vegetables and fruits, and Amara slowly started to feel better. She also tried to bathe more often and drink less palm wine, but it was difficult. The villagers began to notice the change in Amara. She seemed happier and more confident. Her parents were proud of her, and even the village gossip, Mama Amaka, had less negative things to say. One day, as Amara and Mama Ifeoma were cooking a special stew, a young man named Chidi came to the village. Chidi was the son of a wealthy trader from a neighbouring village. He was kind, handsome and hard-working. When he saw Amara, he was immediately struck by her beauty and grace. Chidi approached Chief Okonkwo and asked for permission to court Amara. Chief Okonkwo was pleased and gave his blessing. Amara and Chidi spent many happy days together, getting to know each other and falling in love. The villagers were amazed. "Amara is going to marry Chidi," they exclaimed. "She must have changed a lot." But old habits die hard. As time went on, Amara found it difficult to completely give up palm wine. She started drinking again, secretly at first, but soon it became obvious to everyone. The more she drank, the less she cared about her appearance and hygiene. The smell returned, and so did the whispers. Chidi tried to help her. "Amara, you have to stop drinking. It's ruining everything," he pleaded. Amara tried to stop, but the addiction was too strong. She promised Chidi and her parents that she would change, but the promises were empty. The villagers began to gossip again, and Chidi's parents started to have second thoughts about the marriage. One evening, Chidi came to visit Amara. He found her sitting outside her house with a bottle of palm wine in her hand. "Amara, this has to stop," he said, his voice filled with sorrow. "I can't marry you if you continue like this." Amara looked at Chidi, tears streaming down her face. "I don't know how to stop," she whispered. Chidi shook his head, heartbroken. "I love you, Amara, but I can't watch you destroy yourself." With that, he walked away, leaving Amara alone. Amara's drinking spiraled out of control. She stopped visiting Mama Ifeoma and spent most of her days alone, drinking and feeling sorry for herself. Her health began to decline, and the villagers avoided her, whispering behind her back. One stormy night, Amara was found lying unconscious outside her house. She was rushed to the village healer, but it was too late. The damage to her body was severe, and she didn't survive the night. The news of Amara's death spread quickly through the village. Her parents were devastated, and the villagers were filled with sorrow and regret. They realized that they had not done enough to help her when she needed it the most.